What are the things that wind you up about Tottenham lately, boys and girls? My front wheel skids. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. It's a shit house at Tottenham. The demographics of the supporters. Everyone's having a whinge at the supporters. No one likes to whinge about their fellow brother and sister Spurs fans, do they? Tottenham fans are the most beautiful people on the earth. But we seem to have been fighting between ourselves for nothing. Because it's the stadium who's let you down. It's the owners who's let you down. The singers should be put together. The people who bring their children should be put together. Wouldn't it be lovely to see loads of little tiny Spurs fans mixing in with the disabled Spurs fans? You know, in one little safe section. Then you've got the singers over there. And put the people who keep moaning about it over here. The people who keep telling you to go, shh, that's offensive. Shh, that's offensive. Put them over there. Give them the Evans. But what's happened at Tottenham? Wow. Away supporters in nearly every part of the home crowd. The people who keep moaning, shh, that's offensive. The people who boo, the booers, put them right at the back eye in the Evans. The booers, right eye up in the Evans. Facial recognition, you boo, fuck off up there, bruv. This is never going to happen, is it? It's never going to happen. They put bloody barriers up at the singing section where they like to sing on the concourse. Health and safety, they called it. Maybe you should sing for your supper as well. No food at half time. Stop people leaving 36 minutes into the game. Off they trot to go and stand in line. Because it takes 25 minutes to do this. Maybe you should employ a few more staff. Or just shut down the food until after the game. Let them eat before, let them eat after. Half time, what it's about. Getting your mentality back. If you're losing or you're drawing at half time, getting that Tottenham back. None of this, oh mate, you know what grinds my gear as well? Barry Manilow, mate. Oh, I haven't a fucking word. That gets you up and rocking, doesn't it? Other teams have got Ozzy Osbourne playing, bruv, rock music. You know, some of them are bringing back the retro sounds. Yeah. What do you think in the comments? Do you think we're losing at home a lot because of the demographics of the supporter? That's what a lot of it suggests. You know, you can change the managers, you can change the owners. Where have we heard that before? But the fan base is still the same. It's been divided. It's been divided so much now that when you go on any digital media platform, you will never get two yids having the same thought. You won't, ever. Everyone's got their way of thinking about their Tottenham, our Tottenham. When we should all be united in one thing, that they're to blame. Tottenham are to blame with this new stadium. The white elephant. I call it the white elephant. You know, it's a mixture of Elephant and Castle and White Hart Lane. You know, South London to me. White Hart Lane was what's in the heart, bruv. White Hart Lane. Now you're walking on White Hart Lane. You're walking on the rubble of White Hart Lane. The souls can't permeate from the resin on the floor. A lot of loyal Tottenham supporters don't like to go no more. Just for one reason or another. It's got a toe commercial. It's got so expensive. You can lower the ticket prices by a tenner. That's not going to help the old person who wants to go and see Spurs. It's not going to help the young family out by a tenner. You know, all this membership crap as well. You kid's got to have a membership. Your other kid's got to have a membership. You've got to have a membership. People can't keep forking out like this, Tottenham, for direct debits. They really can't. We're in the throes of society where the working class just can't afford to do things anymore. It takes a whole year to pay up for an holiday. You're not even going anywhere fancy. So it should be up to them to help us out. It really should. Next year there'll be a lot of season tickets for sale because a lot of people won't be having to fork out for season tickets for one thing or another. Just because they can't stand to be sat next to away fans at the home end and the stewards do nothing. We've got that Chelsea boy who was a steward giving it the big un. Do you know? Give him the sack. Give him the Evo. Put a Tottenham boy in there. Someone who can't afford fucking Saturday money, mate. Who ain't got a Saturday job. No. And I'm telling you to discriminate on purpose for Tottenham. In the job interviews, if you ain't Tottenham, you ain't getting in. Same as the fucking home end. If you ain't Tottenham, you ain't getting in. Tribalism begins at home. Tribalism's been lost. We've had content creators call tribalism xenophobia. We've had constant negativity from so-called Spurs fans who have turned their hands because their channel's running into shit. I'll go and talk about Tottenham now. We don't need you. We don't need these 40, 50 channels debating about why it's so bad, why this is the worst Tottenham game I've seen, said the Irish Hotspur. We don't need none of this. And the other Hotspur geezer said exactly the same a week later or 3 days later. It's the worst Tottenham game you've ever seen. It's not the worst Tottenham game you've ever seen. So don't fucking lie. It grinds your gears how everyone wants to fucking keep putting down our Tottenham. When in reality, we're all lovely people. And what it is, you've just fucking lost your way. That candle has been snuffed out with that little leader who was walking along. It's been snuffed out by capitalism, by money, by people who are just wanting the digital currency. Been snuffed out. That's what I said, that spark of passion has gone from a lot of people. Just reignite it. We've got the international break. Go on YouTube, watch some of the old games what got you into. Remember, when you were little, what got you watching Tottenham? Go and watch one of their games. Sit there, instead of sitting there watching the negativity, half hours here and 3 hours here. Unify yourself with your Tottenham brothers and sisters. Watch some of these old games. I try my hardest to find copyrighted, uncopyrighted Tottenham stuff and put it on. Yeah, just so an older generation who do watch these channels can just think, oh, he might be born in the 70s, but he respects Greavesy, he respects the old Perryman, he's learnt his history. And for the youngsters, you know, some of the people in their 20s, oh, I didn't know Steve Perryman could knock them in like that. I didn't know Jimmy Greaves was like that. There's so much Tottenham that you're not being shown on YouTube that you can find. All you're being shown is the same fucking channels all the time with your searches, and it's not fair. They've taken it over. The clique have taken it over. They've snuffed out your passion for Tottenham. They've blown the candle out of the leader, so you can't find your way no more. So what you got to do? You got to do it yourself, bruv. You got to go onto that YouTube and start clicking proper Tottenham stuff. Not like my Tottenham stuff. I mean the old games. The big match revisited and typing in Sheringham, typing in Lineker, you know, typing in Clive Allen. Do you remember that Clive Allen geezer? I went and met him up Liverpool Street Station when he was signing his book. We all bunked off school. And he made us stand there. We was chatting with him for ages. We shook his hand, you know, and he didn't just tap our head. He gave us a proper fucking thanks for coming, boys. You know, that little spark of passion, it was absolutely beautiful. You ain't got that now. You're standing at the training ground and they're just flying past in their big cars, mate. We had Paul Miller driving fucking down Bethnal Green Road. You know, sometimes you'd bump into Mark Falco when you was just travelling about. You'd burn all the way down to Tottenham on your BMXs trying to find where Ozzy lived and where Ricky lived, you know. Or fucking bunking the trains and going to watch the training ground outside the gates, mate, outside the fence. Maybe us old school lot have got the passion because we was allowed to go and do those things. Privacy wasn't a big concern for footballers back then. You know, they was treated like gods. Now they're not treated like gods, are they? They're afraid to go out. They've got people threatening him with guns, mate. You threaten a Tottenham player with a gun, bruv, I'd like to punch you in the face, mate. The passion has gone. We need a fucking proper leader of Tottenham. On the pitch, off the pitch, and in the stadium. You know, we've got the rabbi geezer who stood with a certain part of the crowd, so the other crowd don't like him anymore because he stood with the protesters. We've got to forget all that, bruv. They are proper Tottenham, through and through. And people been going for donkey's years, the people that we hate. It's time for you lot to stand up now and say, do you know what? I don't want to sit with these people who are so negative about Tottenham. There's loads of creators that all collaborate. They do this collaboration thing. And I hate to say it, but some of these collaborations ain't worth a wank. They really ain't worth a wank because some of these collaborations, some content creators follow a formula of rage baiting. And then they bring on a positive Spurs supporter. He gets a couple of 100 subs out of it and then thinks to himself, oh, do you know what? I'm going to follow this formula as well. No, stand up and be candid. Stand up and be candid. Your brand's your brand. If you're positive, just be positive. Fuck them. You'll get viewers no matter what if you're positive. Because the negativity, I've started seeing people have started using the old fucking brain now, haven't they? They've stopped it. I ain't doing that. They're fighting against it because deep down inside, they're fucking Tottenham. They're not following this Arsenal fucking AFTV fucking formula. You know, they just expose themselves over time, flip-flopping from one to the other. You've got content creators who absolutely slaughtered Ange, wouldn't give them a chance. Now they want Thomas Franking, and they're totally positive about it. The irony of them. It's just ironic what they're doing. Mate, breaks your fucking heart what's happened to our Tottenham, doesn't it? Absolutely breaks your heart. But this formula, what people are doing on the digital platforms, slagging them off, loving us, slagging them off, loving us, slagging them off, loving us. That's what I'm saying. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Well, finish it. No, you slag. We're not having it no more. We're not having it. Let's get fucking unified. The armchair supporters, the fucking armchair content creators, stop fucking making money out of fucking everybody. And just up until Christmas, for fuck's sake. Let's see if we can do it, all of us together. Just fucking, yes, let's just go for Tottenham. You know you wanna. Just free the shackles, bruv. Putting Tottenham in bondage is no fucking good no more. I've had my say, 15 minutes of that absolutely waffle ranting. Have a good one. Baked potato. And, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. No. Just say, fuck off, you slags. We're not having it no more.